Ukraine continues to defend its independence, and there is some news for today for you. Before we begin, please don't forget to like this video, write some comments and subscribe our channel to show your support for the Ukrainian people. Last night SBU drones attacked the Russian S-400 Triumph air defense system near Belgorod. The price of this complex is about $1.2 billion. In the videos posted by the Russians show about 20 explosions at the location of the Triumph and its radar. At this time the power went out in the neighboring settlements. By the way, this is the second Triumph complex that the SBU attacked in the last months. The first one was hit in occupied Yevpatoria on September 14. After such triumphant attacks, the SBU advises the Russians to think about a new name for this complex. Over months, the Ukrainian army of drones has destroyed almost 140 tanks and 270 artillery systems of the Russian enemy. Over the past week, the army of drones has destroyed a record number of Russian artillery, at least 69 systems and 17 self-propelled artillery systems. Over the past months, the number of destroyed Russian vehicles has reached 793. In the Institute for the Study of War notes that the alleged commander of Russian troops near Bakhmut has been suspended. Military expert Serhiy Grabsky does not rule out that it was decided to blame all the defeats and troubles of the Russian occupiers in this area on this general. They just found the culprit. He believes that there will be breakthroughs on the Bakhmut direction. The armed forces of Ukraine have already taken control of the railroad, and the Horlivka-Bakhmut highway also is under fire control. The next is cutting off the Solidar ledge, and the Russians' big Le Mans plan will break down. And this is how Paladin self-propelled artillery system of the 47th Magura Brigade fires at the Russian positions of the 70th Motorized Rifle Regiment of the Russian Armed Forces near Novoprokopivka. Probably several BMPs with crews and significant number of Russian personnel were destroyed. These are the same reserves that were gathered for another assault. On this footage you can see the process of clearing Novoprokopivka by the Ukrainian units of the 3rd Brigade. The 71st Regiment of the Russian Armed Forces, which was stationed there, has almost completely lost its combat capability. On the Zaporizhia direction, a bacchanal began in the occupiers' ranks. There are a lot of deserters. The Russian command decided to eliminate the rebels. If they leave their positions, they are shot. It is the Wagners who are now in the barrier squads and mocking the soldiers. The situation in the Russian army is deplorable. The occupiers do not want to go into battle, so they are fleeing the front line. Also, the mobilized Russians has begun to disable their equipment, saying that it was damaged in the battle. Experts from the Institute for the Study of War have noticed that the combat capabilities of Russian units that are constantly fighting on the Orikhiv direction have deteriorated significantly. They can no longer conduct all counterattacks and resist the Ukrainian breakthrough. The defense forces of Ukraine are advancing on the Taurida direction. Ukrainian artillery units carried out 1,198 firing missions over the last day. Russian occupiers' losses amounted to 261 personnel. In particular, at least 10 Russian occupiers surrendered. The Ukrainian army destroyed 20 units of Russian enemy military equipment. In particular, 1 tank, 2 armored personnel carriers, 7 artillery systems, 5 vehicles and 5 units of special equipment. Also, 8 Russian enemy ammunition depots were destroyed. After successful special operations by the SBU and the armed forces of Ukraine, the Russian Navy does not feel safe in the Black Sea. Russia has suffered a functional defeat in the Black Sea and no longer has control over the entire area, and its ships do not feel safe even in ports. For this moment, the SBU has developed unique drones called Sea Kid that blew up the Crimean Bridge, the Olenihorsky Hornyak landing ship, the SIG tanker and the Samu missile ship. Also, the Ukrainian armed forces recently attacked the headquarters of the Russian Black Sea Fleet in occupied Sevastopol. This is all interesting news for today for you. Please do not stand aside, support Ukraine. Like this video, write some comments and subscribe this channel. Glory to Ukraine, glory to heroes.